Hey everybody, it's Miss Motivational Mobile Mindset, Avis Cherie, and I'm back to give you another side order of Food for Your Soul quote vlogs. This Food for Your Soul quote is, "A taste of your own medicine is humbling when administered properly. The right dose will not only bring you to your knees, it'll also encourage you to be and do better." Well, I use the golden rule, the one to grow on: reciprocity, selflessness, morals, principles, values, and beliefs, empathy towards others, in your decisions, integrity, and just being overall honorable. You ever imagine when we make excuses for ourselves and our behaviors, what if that was turned around on us? What if somebody administered what we dealt out back to us? Before we want to act out and put ourselves in a situation where it's like, oh, because you did this to me, or I feel like this, or I feel like that, and it's all about me, which is selfish. Before you start going all the way in and tapping all the way out, what if somebody gave you what you gave them on a regular, being inconsistent, being inconsiderate? How about when you don't even care how you leave them shattered and broken and bruised, and how your words affect them? What if somebody just administered you a healthy dose of your own medicine? Ask yourself, will you allow it to humble you? You allow it to check you? Will you allow it to resonate in your spirit and straighten you out? And then also, ask yourself, when you're having those tantrums, tangies, you think it's all about you, is that lining up with the fruits of the spirit? Everybody Google that. Check your meter on that alone. Kindness, empathetic towards others, selflessness. You strive to become those things, but it is a grind and a very, very earnest effort. That ain't nothing you could play with. That ain't nothing you can buy. That ain't nothing you can act on and put it on. You can do all of those things, but they don't have any longevity. They're not self-sustaining. What's self-sustaining is your character, your morality. What's self-sustaining is that it's not hard for you to put that on, because that's who you are and it's inside of you. Now, if you keep showing people your ignorance and your foolishness, that also may become who you are and how people have to gauge you, because you keep showing them the same thing. So if you get broken to your knees in any form of embarrassment, any form of whatever web we've woven for ourselves at any point in our lives, back in the day, I probably would say I used to get a lot more embarrassed about things. But today, with growth, maturity, spiritual development, developing my character even the more, and having so many people that I represent and stand in the gap for, having my family look up to me, my children look up to me, I don't care about being embarrassed. I prefer that you know that I'm going to deliver the truth and take accountability and allow the situation to humble me, allow the situation to set and correct me. My dad and my mom always used to say, don't get beside yourself. When you get beside yourself and no one can tell you anything, man, who brings you to your knees, number one, is the thing you need to be concerned about most. And two, what it is that you do when you're down there. Because if you turn your back on God, you definitely ain't gonna hear everything else someone says to you is falls on deaf ears, because you're so consumed with who you think you are, your capabilities and your potentials and everything that you do. So you don't care about crapping on other people along the way. You don't care about giving them what you give them, and no recourse. There's nothing. No, I feel guilty, no consciousness. And if you do, you don't let it tap in. You don't let it bring you back around and say, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry. You don't even know how to apologize. But somewhere along the line in your life, you can bet your money on it, something's going to bring you to your knees and administer a healthy dose of what you give out. The difference is how you get back up, how you come back around, your actions and efforts to rectify your wrongs. That is what that post is about. Marinate on that one about administering your meds. Marinate on those principles. This is a mindfulness food for your soul quote. And it is very much a tool that you can use daily to sharpen the weak areas in your life, and to also expand your mindset on how you treat people and how you want to be treated. Okay? All right. Until next time, Avis Cherie.